This man had just asked his girlfriend to marry him. The woman agreed, but the man suddenly disappeared from sight. The woman thought it was a joke, but by the time the man reappeared, he had already turned into a corpse. The woman could only scream for help, but did not notice the figure behind her. At the same time, some people who were fishing in the distance found the blue corpse. They dragged the corpse to the boat and saw that it was shrouded in blue, obviously long dead. Jada checked the situation below with her detector and found that there was something on the seabed emitting blue light. Could it be related to the corpse? The three of them were ready to return to the sea and report to the police. But when Jada put away her detector, she turned around and found that the corpse had disappeared. The next moment, the body suddenly appeared in front of her. Unexpectedly, the body had come back to life and turned into a zombie. Hearing the scream, Ray immediately rushed and pulled the corpse away from Jada. Ray so scared that he retreated again and again. Fortunately, Hunter arrived in time, grabbed the zombie by the neck, and stabbed it with a machete. They both hurriedly went to check on Jada's condition, but they didn't realize that the zombie had stood up again. They had no choice but to throw the zombie into the sea again. Hunter called his wife Kenzie and asked for help. When they returned to the beach, Kenzie arrived with an ambulance at the same time. After delivering the injured Jada to the hospital, Hunter told the police what had just happened, and they immediately came to where the accident occurred. To find out the source of the blue light, Hunter threw the detector into the sea again. As the detector penetrated deeper and deeper into the sea, a wreck appeared. This is where the blue light came from. The two men also saw a creepy figure, and Hunter said that the creature was a zombie, but the sheriff didn't believe him. As he laughed, he suddenly stopped laughing, because a large number of zombies appeared on the water and slowly approached them. The sheriff felt danger was coming, and immediately reported the situation to the police station and told them to evacuate all the tourists on the beach. But it was too late. The tide was receding, the tsunami sirens were sounding, and the two men were about to return to the boat when they realized that the tsunami was close behind them and that the town was densely populated. After the tsunami, the beach was filled with zombies, but they were lucky to survive. They tried to warn the survivors to leave the beach, but it was too late. One by one, the unknown survivors were pounced on, bitten, and joined the ranks of the zombies. Looking at the growing number of zombies, the two men could only leave the beach and drive their car to the police station. On the other side of the hospital, Jada, who was bitten at first, also mutated, and then pounced on Ray. But fortunately, the male nurse arrived in time, caught Jada's attention, and seized the moment to escape. At this time, Kenzie didn't know what happened. She had just arrived, and saw the mutated Jada gnawing all over the nurse. Kenzie was so scared that she immediately turned around and ran away. At the critical moment, Ray, who was hiding in the room, saved her life, but the two of them were also trapped by the zombies. Hunter here has just arrived at the police station to find that the zombie herd has reached the city. A couple is being chased by zombies. Seeing that they are surrounded, the man, in order to protect himself, directly pushed his girlfriend into the arms of zombies, and he took the opportunity to run into the house, seeing the two people also dumbfounded. How could such a man also have a girlfriend? In the face of Hunter's condemnation, the man was even more indifferent, but also took advantage of the police officer who was not paying attention to grab the gun. The police officer wanted to shoot him, but did not expect that the man was faster. Seeing the gun fall, the man tried to pick it up, but he was hit by Hunter and tied to a chair. The sheriff seems to know something, and he secretly destroys the secret documents when Hunter is not looking. Hunter learns that the boat he is traveling on is from a pharmaceutical company. It seems that the zombie virus outbreak is closely related to this pharmaceutical company. However, just as Hunter was about to continue his investigation, the zombies broke through the glass door, and the place was no longer safe. The two of them immediately went to the armory, and after choosing the right weapon, They left the man on the bench and broke out. Seeing the streets crowded with zombies, Hunter decided to use the rocket launcher. The zombies are blown to pieces, but some are still alive. To make matters worse, another massive tsunami was coming, and Hunter, worried about his daughter Sam, would search for her using his car. At that moment, Sam and a man were at the front of the group, being chased by the zombies. They were forced into a large warehouse, and when they saw that there was a man in the car, Sam rushed to ask for his help. When they get into the car, the man turns into a protector, and the confrontation begins. However, they are outnumbered and end up becoming food for the zombies. They are forced to leave him and close the door, only to find that the car cannot be started. The man tells Sam to run away, and the man takes the initiative to climb onto the roof of the car and sing to attract the attention of the zombies. On the other hand, Hunter had arrived. The sheriff shot the zombies as Sam left the car, and she returned to his father. The man is trapped and eventually killed by the zombies that climbed onto the roof of the car. They leave the building and head to the hospital to look for Kenzie, but when they get there are more zombies, so they rush into the hospital for cover, and then they head into the corridor, where they find a terrible mess, but no zombies in sight. Sam decided to run into a room and tried to call her mother on the phone, but she didn't realize that the voice had disturbed all the zombies, so Hunter and Sheriff could only fight with the zombies head-on. Sam was also discovered by one of the zombies, and she took a machete and stabbed the zombie directly. But then Hunter found the weakness of the zombies outside, and killed them all in an instant with high-voltage electricity. And Ray and Kenzie, who had been hiding in the room, arrived at the scene. The family is finally reunited, but the sheriff's daughter, Tawny, is nowhere to be found. The group planned to search for her, but they didn't know that Tawny was also being chased by zombies at this time, and although she ran desperately, she still couldn't get rid of the zombies everywhere. At a critical moment, Tawny came to a private house, and after a heartbreaking cry for help, the man inside opened the iron fence. He took his clothes and went out, and there was still zombie tied to the bed. When they met, Tawny used his walkie-talkie to contact her father. When he learns of her location, a group of people arrive, and the sheriff is finally reunited with his daughter. However, when the sheriff called for help, the zombie broke free. Hearing the commotion, the sheriff went to the basement but saw nothing. Suddenly, the zombie jumped at him from behind, and the sheriff couldn't dodge in time and was bitten on the arm. When the others heard the scream, they rushed over and saw that the zombie had come to the ground floor and was paralyzed by the owner of the house, Driscoll, with a taser just in time, and through chatting with him, they learned that this zombie was a test subject he used for his research. He discovered that electric shocks can kill zombies, and Hunter also remembered that he used high-voltage electricity to kill many zombies in the hospital, so he immediately devised a plan to stop the zombies, which was to bring all the zombies to the center, and then use high-voltage electricity to kill them, and then blow up the wreck that was the cause. Soon after the deal, people started moving. While passing through a cave, the dying sheriff tells everything he knows. It turns out that the zombie virus was developed by the company with the aim of developing some kind of anti-aging drug, and the wreck is their secret experimental site. But unexpectedly, the drug has mutated. To eliminate all evidence, the company sank the ship to the bottom of the sea. As soon as the words left his mouth, a horde of zombies chased him. Knowing his time is running out, the sheriff stays in the cave and drops a grenade to cover his escape. The rest of the group headed to the beach and prepared to split up. Driscoll, Ray, and Tawny go to blow up the wreck, and Hunter and his family go to attract the zombies. They dropped a cable into the water, then rode a tricycle and played a song, and the zombies were attracted by the sound. And then when they were all in the water, Sam pulled the switch, and in just a few moments, all the zombies were killed instantly. And on the other hand, the other group had a problem. To set the bombs, Driscoll was going to dive to the bottom of the sea, but he didn't expect to be eaten by the zombies once he jumped into the sea. Ray then tied all the bombs to a spear and threw them into the sea. When the bombs sank to the seabed, he detonated the bombs. After the explosion, a huge tsunami was created and swept the area, and the zombie crisis ended when the sea became calm again. In the end, Hunter and his family are lucky enough to survive and live life as usual. The movie ends. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. because by subscribing, you have supported me to make better videos. See you in the next video.